Good. Anyways, I'm starting. Now it's 35. I hope you can hear me. Can you hear me? Just one of you can confirm it. Amazing. Then it's already recorded. So basically, this education will be having three parts. First part will be about why we are using Podio, why we had this decision, and it will be more the theoretical part. Then in the second part, we will be having the actually like what are the systems that we built in the Podio, and I will go to Podio and show you how it's working and how it will be your daily routine and how the functions are working and everything. In the third part, we will be having this question and answer part. So if you have any questions during any educational part that before or after, then you need to also write them down. And then in the question answer part, I will be answering your questions, okay? And yes, let's go. For like this, we are really considering this as a new era for the CRM and oGX because it will change so many stuff. But of course, why we are doing this is the first question. So why it's important and what you should expect. For what you should expect in Podium, like why we are doing these changes, because we need to protect our data. Like for example, right now I'm not able to reach any data. It's not in like if it's not in Expo, so I'm not really able to reach these data. And it should be like a all-in-one platform. So whatever we are looking for from now on, it should be tried like we are trying to implement everything on Podio. So for example, this ECB processes, this ECB audits, and every exchange standards, trackings, and every like constellation phase, every trackings, it will be in the one platform. So it's giving us a sustainable system on this. Way better tracking, like the third thing, because now we are not sure that if any of the, I don't know, signups are contacted or not, and even they are contacted, but our members can sometimes, or our leaders can sometimes forget about some people, or we just don't see some stuff. But in this, it will be so accountable, and even like MC, even the VPs, team leaders, and the members, everyone can see everything. So it's like very good in terms of accountability, but also there are some reports that you can make in Podio. So it will be also giving us a chance to see like better and the more detailed analytics. So whenever you want to see data, you don't need to go Expo, but you need to go to Podium, and then you will be actually seeing how it's in this Podium. And I want to also like mention why it's Podium, but not any other CRM systems. Um yes, I know like there are some also similar systems, even they are better than Podio, but they require some money, like $15 per person. And since we don't have that much money, and Podio is sponsored by Isaac, actually they are sponsoring Isaac activities. So actually it's very good for us. It's because it's free and it's suitable with our needs. Whatever we need like for example this tracking parts and this we need to add every single EPs and everything, so it's suitable with our needs. And what else, like the third one is familiar with the organization. Yes, maybe it's not that familiar in oGX in Hungary, but actually it's so familiar in the world, like Brazil, like Turkey. These huge entities are using Podio in active operation. So that's why like me and Breda has this advantage, and we can also implement some GCPs from these countries. What is our expectations towards you, like from this changings and this new systems and everything? Actually, the first one is be open-minded. So yes, we are changing the systems. It will be kind of maybe you will be confused and you will try to understand how to use this because you never do i6. But actually, it's very easy. Just try to be open-minded and try to push yourself. Second expectation from ourselves, for sure, it will be respecting deadlines. For example, now we gave a deadline to the VPs to um, put their old EPs before Podio to Podio because we also want to track them. And for example, then in this case, you need to respect these deadlines because it's like a very strict change management. And then participate with the feedback since it's a new platform. And yes, we are doing some stuff that sounds very true for us, but we are really open for the feedbacks. For example, I won't be taking your feedbacks during this call because then it will be kind of having so much time, but I will send you a form. that you can put your feedbacks. So whenever you have a feedback, please write them down. And when we send the form and like text us in the form, and then we will be reviewing your feedbacks and try to implement as much as we can. So because we are building the system together, and of course we should be like more flexible with everything. And the last one, yes, even though it's, I don't know, much workload for you or something very new, but you believe that you have a better system than this, just try to be strict on to use it. And let's use it like some time together, then we can be having some ideas, like if it's good, if it's bad, and I don't know, like we can have some ideas on this. But if we don't use at all, then we cannot even try, and then it won't be good. Yes, these are the mainly theoretical parts. As I told you, if you have any questions on this theoretical part, please write them down. And in the question and answer part, we will be reviewing these questions. And let's now go to real part. So what we did a form that you need to fill, and we will add you to the, we were adding you to the workplace in Podio. And now you are going, you are just logging to the Podio, and then you are coming to here, and then you will be seeing this Isaac in Hungary oGX Central. So when you come here, you can see that we have 71 people in the system. So it's very nice, and you will see a cute picture with VPs and some of the oGX people, and me, Ashish, and Breda. And there will be some also like statistics what we will be putting later, because now we don't have really so much data, so it won't be very relevant for us. But what is the main changes in here? Mainly we have 3 applications. These are called applications, and we have 3 applications for each function. Like for OGV, we have sign up part, we have constellation part, and we have preparation and experience part. For OGT, we have the same parts, and you can also see what are these in the description part. So also we have some stuff in here, but for example, this LCs abroad, entities, countries, home LCs, it doesn't really, it's your job, but mainly we will be focusing on this 3 and this 3. So let's start. When you click one of these applications, you will be seeing a, I don't know, like tabs here. So each tab in here, it's actually representing one EP. And when you got this, you will be receiving the EP's very fundamental information, and like their date of birth, their nationality, and everything. And also, we want to add some new questions to our sign-up platform, which we'll be using from now on, not Isaac.org, but actually we will be using this one as our sign-up collection. So we will be having more ideas about the EPs when they got signed up. What was the main bottleneck for us in the beginning? We weren't able to understand which EP is actually interested with global volunteer, which EP is interested with global talent, and we weren't able to count the sign-up numbers accordingly, or we weren't able to understand like how we can promote them, how we can approach them. But in this way, we will be even knowing that which region they want to go, and what is their like English level, and we will having so much information, and also we will know like as a fundamental thing, we will know that is it a GV sign up or is it GT sign up. So then we will be having a better focus on this point. But how we are doing this? So when you are going to isaac.hu, you will find our website that we never used before. So, but it's actually it's our online phase. So that's why we actually want to use this website better and more actively. And when we want to collect some signups, for example, we are in a table like promotion table or in a class chat or something, then we need to direct the EPs to the like possible EPs to this website and this experience abroad. And then they will see our programs here, like global talent, global volunteer. Then, for example, you find a guy who is interested with global volunteer, and you will tell him how to make a sign up for the further information. Then he will basically come here and click this. Then there is a form here, and EP needs to fill this. But it is for the activities from now on. But from before, if you have EPs, you need to fill this form for them, because you already have this informations. and because you want to integrate them on the system. Then whenever they fill this, by the way, I will fill it for myself. It's my name, it's my last name. Yes, let's take this. It's my Turkish number, but it's okay. Then my birthday. I will also do this because it's like a practical learning. Then you will be also understanding, because I will use this account from every phase. Okay, there was a boy. He wants to go to GV, and his name is Oğuz. And I said, okay, Oğuz, then if you want to go to GV, then go to this website. And he's from Page, other faculties, and I'm studying, I don't know, nursing, I don't know, and bachelor. I have advanced English level. I know Turkish. I want to go to somewhere in Europe. Where did I heard about it? I heard from class presentation. Yes, I accept that Isaac in Hungary can contact with me, and I accept that the terms and conditions in here. So whenever they wanna see it, they can see it here. So it's like privacy policy and everything from Isaac International. So it's nice. Then sign me up. Yes, now I got signed up. What I should do as an EP, I need to wait. It says 48 hours, but if like it's the extreme case that we need to reach in 48 hours. Mainly the optimal scenario that we need to reach this EP in 24 hours. How we are reaching it? Now I am an Isaac. So when I'm checking Podio daily as a member or as a middle manager or as a VP, and I see that some people got signed up here. Let me see. It's also, I already put it here also. So now you can see me in your system. And since it's Page, it will be Page. And then this youth opportunities accounting is, we will be making an account for them in marketing side, and the EP will receive this. And yes, now like I'm ready to be a GVEP. So it's nice. Then let me go there again. So it came to here, and you didn't do anything. You were in sign up. You just clicked that this EP is ready to go to consideration part, and it automatically came here. So what else from now? Now this EP, we know that this EP from Page, and I am the responsible about this EP, so I need to write my LC's name. And we also see who is the VP of this. Also, we will try to add the people who is responsible about which LC from you, and we will try to add you on this point. So what you need to do, you need to write X by EP ID. And for example, I applied an opportunity, then you need to write it's applied. And this information that we already have, and EPs come from the LinkedIn campaign, is yes or not, you need to enter this. And if EP has a different background, you need to write this. EP status. For example, I already applied, and that's why let's say applied. And here's the responsible person from me. Let's say Ashish is the responsible from me because Ashish is working from LC Page. And when you got the approach to this person, for example, you approach this person in 20 seconds, and you need to also write hour here, so it's done. And if EP send it a CV, like for example for GB, it's not really relevant. So for example, I will say not yet. And when did EP has the send it CV after the approach? It doesn't, because that's why I don't need to fill this. Which opportunities do EP applied? And I'm just going, for example, I will just write some random numbers. Doing something like this. So for example, I applied for this opportunity, then you are putting here, and you will know that which country is this, and expiry and name. You need to write also name here. And which country is this? For example, it's Turkey. I want to go to Turkey, then it's okay. Then you are also putting this here. And if the EP applied for other entity than the other IR partners, you can also write it. For example, Georgia. And if the ICX already contacted with the EP or not, yes or no. Yes, they contact with me. And you are writing the date of the consultant space with the EP responsible for the consultant space, and date of the first interview, date of the second interview, like if there is more than one interviews. And then EP priority management, it's like wants to be approved soon, still not sure due to whole circumstances. Is it interested, but because like for the 2021 summer, and it's not interested anymore. So for example, I want to be approved very soon, and then it can change. But then EP will say like, still not sure due to whole circumstances because our father is not really allowing. Then you can also change the status, and it will be fine. Then, for example, if EP gave up from the exchange, like due to some reasons, then you can also choose the reasons, because EP will be communicating with us like, okay, I just like you are taking care of me, but I cannot go because of like I don't have time for it. Then you are also writing in here, because when we have so many EPs like this, then we can also have some ideas to how to make it work, you know, like we can understand, for example, what is the main thing. I don't know, if they got interested in another program, then we have a competitor and we need to solve this problem. So this kind of stuff that we need to work on it. That's why like maybe it's not relevant for the only one EP, but when we have so many EPs, then we can make some comments about it. Then like also disapproved or rejected by the EP manager. We can also see like what is our EP's problem. For example, maybe EP doesn't have the necessary language level or necessary experience or something else. You can write them here. And for example, this EP may be working with OGT and he wants to have a GT experience. He just give up and he wants to have a GT experience. So you are clicking this button and it's going to GT. And then it will be responsible about OGT department, not OGB anymore. And EP wants to be reapproached. Sometimes it's happening. For example, some EP says, yeah, I don't think that now, but I can think it in, I don't know, in March. So you're clicking here. In March, we will be like, for example, in the March or April, we will be approaching these people by filtering this. And you can also write the exact dates when we should approach. So it is mainly hit. It was the constellation flow. And until constellation, we have these things that we need to track and we need to follow up here. And with every updates that you have, you can update here, and it will be like very, it will be very good for us to track like for the better circumstances. For the how this EP is going to the after approval part, when we click approved here, now it came to here. But before if I wouldn't be clicking approvals, then it wouldn't be here, because preparation experience part, it's starting after approvals. So when I did an approval or get an approval for Turkey, and he will go, and then I'm coming here and I'm opening his page. This still same informations, and I need to fill this basics ones. For example, which LC was having those page, and which MC he will go, Turkey, and which LC he will go, Izmir, and Expo ID, opportunity ID, email. These are the fundamental information that I need to fill about EP. Phone, it's fine. If, for example, when EPs go to the exchange, sometimes they are having some new phone numbers because of their countries. For example, I came from Turkey, and here I have a Hungarian number. Like that, sometimes the EPs have new numbers. So if they have new number, you are writing the new number here. And then the birth date for EPs. So we will be knowing that how old he is or some stuff. Then after that, it's here actually starting. For example, we have some standards that we need to provide before realizations. We need to say we have some standards that we need to provide during realizations and after realizations. So for example, this EP is approved and this EP have to buy an insurance. And when you are like, it's as an oGX, we are the responsible who need to provide this standard. But it doesn't mean that we are buying insurance for them, but it means that we need to be sure that they have an insurance. How we can be sure? We can ask for a PDF. But if one of our members has the PDF and this member quit Isaac, then we need to contact with the API again, ask for PDF again. So it won't be very good. But in this, like whenever we have an insurance, if API has an insurance, we will say yes. And we will, I couldn't say yes. Yes, we will go to down and this choose file here. We will upload the PDF here. So you can upload as much as you have. It's not a big deal. For example, I want to upload this as the PDF of EP's health insurance. So I upload this and I said yes here. Then we need to upload his passport because of the legal things. And then I said yes. I'm coming here again and I'm uploading, I don't know, for example, this. I don't know this document, by the way. I hope it's not something very private for me. And I upload this. And then I'm coming here and I need to upload flight ticket. So I'm uploading flight ticket like I show you. I won't upload anything else. And then I will come here and I will also write the flight ticket date. For example, when this EP going is in the 4th of November and yes, in 2 p.m. And then we will be knowing that in November we need to expect some realizations. There is a calendar in Podio, and we will be seeing that how many realizations that we are expecting for the next month, next days, and everything. And so invitation letter. Did we receive the invitation letter or not? It doesn't mean that because invitation letter is a responsibility of I6. So we don't need to upload it, but we need to be sure that we received it or not. And visa work permit. For example, if EP needs a visa, then we can fill this. If EP doesn't need any visa or work permit, it's also fine. But which is not fine here. This EP needs a visa work permit, but didn't apply it. So you can also see that who are the people that didn't get this visa, who didn't get the applied yet, and this kind of stuff that you can hear. You can filter them, and you can see how many EPs that you have that much. And also we can also do that. In OPS invitation and attendance. In terms of the exchange standards, what we need to do, we need to invite them to the OPS. But if they don't want to attend, then it's fine. But we need to invite them. So there is 3 options here: invited and for OPS and attended. EP was invited on OPS but didn't attend it, and EP is not invited yet. So in this point, you will be filling accordingly. And also we want to know what are the dates of OPS. Then in OPS, you can have their personal goals. So you can write their personal goals here. My personal goals, this. We will come back here. That's why I'm writing some stuff. These are my personal goals before I go to exchange. And so we also we also provide one more standard for him. And then arrival pickup. Did arrival pickup communicated by the host entity or not? If they are communicated, we will say yes, because it's communicated. Accommodation. We will be communicating with the IR partners while not right after the approval, but actually near to realization date, if EP has an accommodation or not. Because we need to be sure that EP has an accommodation at least 2 weeks before. So then it will be nice for us to see this. So for example, you will be asking 1 month ago if EP has an accommodation. You will click EP doesn't have an accommodation yet. But then you will be keep asking, and you will until this EP has an accommodation, you will click this, and it will be fine for us. Also, we want to know which kind of accommodation they are providing. So, for example, because it's kind of a matter for our EPs when it comes to realizations, and then we will be learning that, for example, in Turkey they are providing dormitory. It's an example. I'm not saying they are providing. And for example, or Venezuela, they are providing host families. And we will be also receiving this kind of information here. And for example, we can also see that if they are saying no to accommodation, then we will be seeing that they actually had an accommodation. And what else we need? We need to have an accommodation address. Why we need this? In terms of, in case of the emergencies. I will write here only the city, but actually you can put whatever you want, and it will be having in this Google Maps in here, and if you can put exact accommodation address here. And in terms of emergency, we can share this information with the consulate or her family or some stuff, you know. That's why we need this kind of informations. And for IEPs, if he attended or not, he heard first day of work, if he attended or not, like this happened or not. And what is the first day of work date? For example, project it started at 20th, but first day of work is happening in 31, then it's a problem. So we need to fix these problems. And then in GB, this is only in GB. This is not for GT people. This experience follow-up. So GB is a 6-week opportunity. Whenever the REP is gone, we need to be sure that in every week we need to reach the EP and ask how is their experiences. And so, for example, I reached Oğuz, and because he is an EP in Izmir, and in the first week, and I reached him and I asked him like what he needs, is it going good, and everything. So I clicked it. And in the second week, I reached them again. And third week, I reached them. Like every week, you can just click here. What we expect every week should be clicked by the people, the responsible people for them, because we want to make them reach the EPs. Then, debrief invitation. Like same as OPS, we need to invite the EP debrief, but we cannot force anyone to come. So debrief is done, EP is invited, but didn't happen yet or not yet is three different options. And then also, for example, what are the standards that we did with the EP? For example, we did preparation, personal goal setting, outgoing preparation, this. You need to click every single exchange standard that we have. Then we can also see that like which exchange standards was not happening, but which exchange standards is happening actually. So we will be able to measure this. And you remember that we also take EP's personal goal settings in the beginning. In the debrief, we will be opening his page on Podio. And we will come here. Yes, these are my valuable goals. And we will, in the debrief, we will be asking TP like, you had this goals, and how about now? Like, did you realize this? Then if they realize this goals, you can, I don't know, make a sign. It's not really matter for us, but for example, we can say yes, done, not done, like this. And actually we don't track that if you are doing this or not, but it will be very happy, like it will be happening very good for them to understand like we are customer centric, we are really care about our EPs, and it will be giving a good, I don't know, good perception in the EP's eyes. So we will be very customer oriented organization. And this was the actually third one. So as a, like to sum up everything, when you want to have an EP, you are just going and direct them to the isaac.hu. Then they are making a sign up and they are coming here. Then you are like, we are seeing which IC is this. Then if EP is ready to apply, then it's coming here. Then you are working on this EP and making approved, and then you are coming here. And then after the approval till the finished part, you are working in here, and AP will be done with Isaac experience. So we are providing the best experience for the APs. How is happening in OGT is actually pretty the same. Like there is nothing really not about the, of course, not about the questions. Of course, there are more CV related questions and this kind of stuff, like GT related stuff. But mainly how it's the idea is working is same. You are doing the same thing for OGT. I won't be showing you for OGT, but I will be showing just this. And you will like, there are some different questions here, which exchange program, like global talent, global teacher. And also we are asking for duration here, and LinkedIn profile. Also we are asking for OGT. Then whenever they signed up, they are coming here. Then we are assigning to the LCs. Then in the constellation part, same process. Preparation part, it's same process. So I hope it's fine. And as a routine, what we are expecting, every day we are expecting to check Podio. And every day we are expecting you to update Podio. It's not really hard if you do it on time. But if you just don't do it for a long time and do it on everything in one day, then it will be like a hell for you. Like I'm talking with an experience. We had this Podio. I really didn't care about it for too long time. I don't know, 2 weeks. Then in 2 weeks, I had lots of EPs, applicants and everyone. Then I lost all of my day, one day. But for example, just giving half an hour to the Podio every day to update some stuff, it will be very easy for you. Because you don't do everything in once, you know, especially for the preparation experience part. And for the GV people, you need to come here and you need to follow this app. If you follow this app, then you will receive some notifications here. And in these notifications, you will be having some notifications about your EPs and everything. And in OGT, for OGT people, you can also like follow this app here. Whenever I follow this, it's making green. And now I will be having this also notifications. So you will be able to check every your EPs, and you can also open your email or notifications, and you can receive some emails when you have an EP or stuff. And the last thing that I will be showing to you, it will be mainly filtering system, because it's one of the best things that Podio really giving us, to filter every fucking thing in the Podio. Like we can filter everything. So how it's working, for example, when you click this filter thingy, you can see everything here. And for example, since we don't have so much data, like we will be working filters in here so much, but since we don't have so much data, we have only one EP here. I cannot really show you how it's working, but I will be showing theoretically how it's working. For example, I want to see how many EPs that applied on EXPA, and responsible. You know, yes, EP status, also consultancy space booked, and also as the responsible, let's say MC. For example, let's not say MC, let's say quick. Then when you do these filters, then we have 3 filters here, which is LC responsible, quick, expert status, applied, EP status, consultant, space booked. So the LCVP in quick, Zubi can find whatever she wants. For example, she wants to find how many EPs that is applied and consult space already booked. So she's just doing this filter. After that, we have so many datas. She will be seeing some datas here. Since we have only one EP, that's why you don't see anything, but it's really working and it's amazing. In the left part, you will be seeing some, I don't know, filters already. For example, like you will be seeing like how many applied status that we have, how many accepted status that we have, and everything. When we have the data, you will be seeing here, but don't save anything here. Like it's unsafe view. So when you have this filter, you are done with this, then clear all, and you will be fine. And for example, I'm SCVP on page. Then I'm going here to see my EPs. I'm going to page, and I will see my EPs, only my EPs, not anyone else. Also, don't touch any EP if it's not yours. It's very important. For example, I'm working for LC page, then I cannot do anything for LC Debrecen, their EP or anything, because it's not your job, you know. Like if you need to change something, or if you want to ask something, or make an adjustment, then you can do that in system, but don't do that. You are talking with the VP, and this VP is doing the. So whenever we have this kind of problems, we will be finding the true one, whoever people has the EP. So don't do any changes on this point, okay? And this was the filtering system, and mainly this. Also, you can change this kind of like bait setting, I don't know, card setting, and this kind of this stuff. but mainly we will be using table in this point, and in this part you will be using the page, and it will be fine for us. So good. That was the third point. That was the second point that I wanted to mention about platform itself. So now we can receive the questions, if you have any questions, and then we can finish the meeting. So whenever, like, if you have any questions, just open your microphone and ask a question to me, and I will be trying to answer. Then after the question part, I will be sending a feedback form for the Podio. I will send to VPs, and VPs will be sending to you. And then you will write your feedbacks if you have any feedbacks on the Podio. Good, now we can continue with the question and answer part. Let me open my camera also. I guess I understand. I told you like very well, so you don't have any questions. Yes, brother, you can go. Internet can. İnternet kan.
İnternet kan. Oh,